So last night I saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the final film for this character, for this story arc for Harrison Ford. It was a great performance by him, but let's get into my thoughts about the whole entire movie right now. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. My name is Tyson, and we are here to talk about movies. That's right, we do movie reviews, movie trailer reactions, we do movie rankings, we cover major movie news. We try to do it all here on the channel, so if that sounds like something you would enjoy, please stick around and subscribe. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers. I would love to have you guys along for the journey. We just passed 200 subscribers here on the channel, and I really appreciate everybody's support. Means a lot, so let's keep it going. Alright, with that all done and out of the way, let's get into the film here, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. This is a film where the trailers did get me excited for it. I thought it was a great trailer, and I walked into this movie not really listening to the critics. You know, I want to start off with that because when it premiered at Cannes, it didn't do too great. I think it was around 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't believe it was going to be that bad. And then, you know, when people went to the premiere of it in Hollywood and press screenings started to happen, we kind of heard that it wasn't as bad as what Cannes thought, but it wasn't one of the best Indiana Jones movies. But let's be honest, when I walked in this one, I didn't expect it to be one of the best. However, I did expect it to be be better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and it is. So the story here is where Indiana Jones, you know, he's retiring, he's done with all this life. Then we have Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character. She comes on in. They start talking about this dial here of destiny. And they kind of go on a quest from there. And they try to find it and figure it all out. Mads Mikkelsen plays the villain here, trying to stop them. And let's get into some of the things I just didn't like right off the bat. Some of the major problems for me was Mads Mikkelsen's villain here. I think he's a fantastic actor. He did do a fantastic performance. However, I didn't really feel like a great villain from this character. I didn't really feel his story arc was there. I just didn't feel him really to be so menacing. And I wish we got more for him, especially how this film ends with his character. I wasn't really a big fan of, and it was kind of a letdown for me. Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character in here is unlikable. That's my problem number 2 with it. I just did not enjoy her character really at all, and she's just kind of mean to Indiana Jones. You don't really get why Indiana Jones cares about her and why he feels like he should be bringing her along for this journey instead of just trying to leave her behind. So that's my second big problem with it. The third is it is too long. It is 2 hours and 34 minutes, I believe, is the exact runtime. And I found that to be too long. I did look at my phone a couple of times to see what time it was. That's a bad sign. That means, you know, I kind of would like to get out of there. So if they cut maybe like 20 to 25 minutes even, I think of it, to get it down to that regular time of like 2:10, I think that would have been a lot better for the film overall. So that's my problems, my major problems with the film, I would say. We're talking about the story like I just did, you know, the whole dial thing, you know, I wanted to like the mythology behind it. And I did like the concept of it. I really did. However, the way they went about that concept, I didn't really love, and I couldn't get behind. It is a silly third act. It is, and I heard that walking in. And I heard people say, you know, just go with it. You'll have a lot of a better time if you just go with it. Which I did. I did just go with it, and I didn't mind, again, the concept of it. But with how they acted out upon that concept, I thought was just a little weak. It didn't do it for me, and it kind of took me out of the movie where I was like, huh, okay. And then the ending for Indiana Jones is kind of anticlimactic. I think that's the best way. I thought about it for the whole night, and that's how I would describe it. You know, I was thinking the send-off for the character, it just didn't really do it for me there. The emotion's great behind it, but the way they went about it was not something I thought was delivered the right way. Let's see. Well, I talked about the ending there, and let's talk about Harrison Ford. All right, his performance in here is brilliant. You can tell he has an emotional connection to this character, and that he really does care about how this send-off was going to be. And he, like I said, he did a fantastic job. He was the best part of the movie. Granted, he is 80 years old right now. If I look half as good as he does right now at 80, I'm going to be happy. So it's not like the young Indiana Jones we're used to seeing, where he can do all these stunts and everything like that, because obviously Harrison Ford's older. But that's okay. I kind of like seeing this character that we have known for a long time, at the end of his career, showing what he can and cannot do. That being said, some of the stunts they have him doing, I'm like, I don't think he could do that at his age, a little unbelievable. The CGI in here, a lot of the deep fake and all that stuff, or I guess it wasn't deep fake, but whatever technology they used to make Harrison Ford look younger, actually did work for me pretty well. It only took me out of the movie like once or twice because it looked a little weird when he started to move around a lot. But that was handled fine, I thought. And that's for the opening of the film, I will say, is kind of like when he's younger there. And talking about the CGI, some of the action scenes, are a little too reliant on that CGI. You can tell it's CGI, and that takes you out of it. It's just a little too wobbly, camera movement-wise, editing-wise. It just doesn't come together quite well at some of the points. But what did I like? I liked the emotion from Harrison Ford. I did like the mythology behind the dial. And I liked most aspects from Mads Mikkelsen's character. He was trying to do what he wanted to do, which I appreciated. Mads Mikkelsen trying with what he was given, although I don't think it was the strongest point. The kid in here I actually liked a lot, thought he was great. But yeah, overall, guys, it's a good adventure story, it is. It's a good Indiana Jones film. I may have not made it sound like it, but I did have a fun time walking out of it. However, it's not as great as I wanted it to be. If I were to rank this one between the 5, it comes no close to the original trilogy, so it's number 4 because it is better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I will say my number 1 is actually Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, and then it's Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Dial of Destiny, and then Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So, am I okay with this being the end of Indiana Jones? Yes. Do I think they handled the ending well for the character? No, but the emotion is there, and you definitely will feel that watching this movie. So with all that being said, guys, I'm going to score Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny with a 6.5 out of 10. All right, 6.5 out of 10. It's a good adventure film. It really is. You will have fun watching it. Just some of the main points don't land, and the execution is not there all of the time. But let me know down below, what do you think about this movie? Are you excited? Are you seeing it opening weekend? I don't think it's going to do that well, as I think it's projected to $60 million at the box office, which is, for a $300 million film, I don't know if it's going to break even at that point. But let's hope. Let me know your thoughts in the comments there. All right, guys, like I said off the top, I really appreciate getting past the 200 subscriber mark. Let's keep on climbing to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I do believe we can do it. We're seeing pretty good growth here around the channel, and there are a lot of exciting things coming as well. If you see me this weekend, I'm going to be on a little bit of a hiatus, as I'm not going to be able to be around the studio much. But next week, for sure, I got a lot of good content coming your guys' way. So keep an eye out for that by subscribing. All right, that will do it for me, everybody. Until the next one, I'm Tyson. I'll catch you then.